This is Alexandra, home to over 1 million people. A direct result of apartheid, known as nobody's baby, Alexandra is situated right next to the reputed richest 1 square mile of Africa, Sandton. Here, 30% of people have no running water, sewage services, or electricity. Water is supplied from communal taps, electricity is frequently stolen, and garbage seldom removed. Violence is commonplace, as are drug and alcohol abuse, and unemployment is over 60%. It was here that we first met Mandisa Gubane, a lively 6-year-old Zulu girl who lost both her parents to HIV and AIDS, and who then was cared for by her aunt Zama, who was only 18 at the time and had 2 children of her own. Friends of Alexandra, a registered NGO, was founded in 2006 as a vehicle to raise money to help support Mandisa, with the main financial backing coming from visitors from the United States. Mandisa was sent to a private girls' school by Friends of Alexandra, where she matriculated and went on to further her studies. This initiative quickly grew to support 2 additional orphans, Alfred and Lovu and Betty Kekane, who were both subsidized by Friends of Alexandra through university. Betty is now a qualified civil engineer, and Alfred is carving out a career in tourism. In 2008, Friends of Alexandra established an early childhood development center at Nobuhle Hostel. More than 1,000 children have passed through the center and have received a grounding foundation in education by the 2 full-time teachers, Queenie and Pretty, who attended college and graduated in early childhood development, sponsored in full by Friends of Alexandra. All the children at Nobuhle Hostel also receive daily meals prepared by full-time cook Bongi. Today, the center cares for 35 children ages 2 to 6 from Monday to Friday. The center lays a foundation of education in preparation for primary school. An invaluable asset to this community, this center boasts an outdoor playground with swings, slides, climbing frames, toys and a television for educational purposes, all materialized through the support of our financial backers. Friends of Alexandra has a history of supporting the people of Alexandra in times of crisis, such as floods, devastating fires, and riots. Assistance is provided through the offices of Women and Men Against Child Abuse in the form of items such as blankets, clothing, and food. Friends of Alexandra played a role in setting up the Alexandra Orphan and Vulnerable Children Care Center, which caters for 350 children daily. Friends of Alexandra still support this initiative at special times of the year. In 2021, through the generosity of a USA sponsor, Friends of Alexandra expanded its operations, enabling new businesses and providing financial support to entrepreneurs in Alex. 18 businesses have been started in Alexandra and Soweto, providing opportunity to people who lacked resources and skills. Today, more than 100 people are employed in the businesses, and more than 1,000 people now have some form of income. Whilst the majority of the businesses are marginal, the entrepreneurs involved have deployed a pride in their activities and realized their own self-worth and pride. One of the bustling businesses is a vegetable garden, which provides employment to people and nutritional vegetables to the Early Childhood Development Center. The surplus is sold by Makoya, who also acts as the caretaker of the creche. When they were forced out of their previous premises, Friends of Alexandra built this building and opened an internet cafe, providing a valuable service in this under-resourced community. Other businesses include Tabiso Photographic Library, Bongani Street Photographer, Gugu the Builder, Philemon Ice Manufacturer, Vuyo's Food Wagon and Ice Cream Machine, Sammy's Food Wagon, Gifts Fashion Design and Manufacturer, Chicken Breeder, Joe's Butchery, Nicholas Ordered Steps Apartment Cleaning, Moyle's Fast Food Delivery Service, Gibson's Rubble Removal.
I just came up with the ideas, and the Friends of Alexandra that gave us everything. And right now we are operating and making a lot of money, by the way, a day, just by screen printing, photo shooting and stuff like that. Yes.
Since I met Mr. Mkondo through Friends of Alexandra, what they did in my life, they've changed lot of things actually. They even bought me some machines to use to support my company. Financially wise, like sometimes you have to pay guys, so that's where they come in.
I live here in Alex for the past 30 years. So before I met Friends of Alex, I had problems. But then once they started helping me, even their context, and I started being able to employ people, I started getting bigger contracts. I started getting more recognition, I guess, because I started branding myself. I started treating it professional, from just doing it alone to having a team, to having a brand, to having a website, to having cards, to having uniforms, to having a business account, finances, payroll, all those type of things. Before Friends of Alex, it was hard to get to that level.
I approached Friends of Alexandra and asked for their assistance, and they actually put now Moagi Mutapo Trading on a mark, because they said, okay, we now giving you this assistance, get all the schools on board, and we're getting a good positive response. Friends of Alexandra has actually gave us a lot of materials. They've purchased a good amount to actually help us to manufacture without having the distress to ask the customer to pay for the cost. So they've covered your material cost, your equipment, quite a few. Yeah, but they've really supported us quite good, and we just can't wait for the future. We can't.
In 2023, Friends of Alexandra, together with Project Isizwe, installed Wi-Fi into all the schools in Alexandra, providing a learning facility to grades 11 and 12 in the 4 high schools, and grades 6 and 7 in 13 primary schools. More than 1,000 school learners are now able to access the internet to assist with learning and studies. The Wi-Fi facility is also extended to staff at the schools, making their teaching experience more effective. On average, this initiative is saving these schools more than 1 million rands a month in data if they had to purchase the data themselves. In addition to the schools, free Wi-Fi is provided at a number of hotspots throughout Alex, benefiting the community. Friends of Alexandra is also involved with local sport and art development in the area, and has sponsored the kit and equipment for 3 youth football teams in Alexandra, and built a youth center for community use. The Alexandra Street Mural project is a work in progress and depicts famous South Africans by local artists. What started out as the plight of a 6-year-old orphan from Alexandra has evolved into a working organization, forever gaining momentum, filling a massive void in this destitute area and becoming a beacon of light.
I got everything that I needed. So I think with everyone that was being helped, I was the #1 person that they helped with everything from scratch. So it's a lot that they've done for me. And I went to tertiary aviation school. I ended up going for aircraft technician, and it's always been them again. So now I'm qualified, and it's them, and I love them.
Become a friend of Alex and support our community, our children, and our future. All money donated contributes to Friends of Alexandra projects, unlike many NGOs with head offices and paid staff. Friends of Alexandra, because that's what friends are for.